Hello guys, and welcome to another video where today it is raining cats and dogs outside. I hope that doesn't bother you too much because unfortunately it'll probably be raining for a hot minute. Watch it stop raining like right after I finish recording because Mississippi weather is absolutely schizophrenic in the winter. So welcome back to yet another episode of my new Elements series. I have some things to tell you about that, because, you see, I was thinking about this series and how I was only going to do 5 paintings. And last time, if you recall, we were researching all the things to read about for Earth, and then the one before that, we were researching things to read about for all of them because I sketched all of them in that video. Yeah, so we learned, over the course of that, or at least I relearned and you may have learned, I don't know, but we learned that, the zodiacs are all related to their own element. Yeah, so that added 12 paintings to my original 5. Thankfully they're only small paintings and probably won't take too super long, but that's a bunch of paintings. And then I was thinking about it, and I realized, the zodiacs are connected to the seasons, and the seasons are connected to the elements. So I guess we'll just do the seasons too. So now I have another 4. That's 21, freaking 21 paintings that I'm apparently doing now. So this is an absolutely enormous project. You can definitely hope to see a playlist for that because this is going to take a really long time. But I'm excited about it. I'm excited to do all of this stuff. I think it's going to be a very interesting project. I spent most of the school day today designing the layout and where everything was going to go and what colors were going to be where and the purpose of putting the zodiacs in certain places and stuff. And I figured that in like a showcase video or something where I go through it and how to put it together and whatnot and blah 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 blah. I would go through my placement for all of those things and what the colors are for and yada yada yada. But until then, today we are painting the water piece. Now, most of these pieces are very simple. I think that the one in the middle, which is Spirit, and the Seasons themselves, are the most complicated pieces that there will be. But we'll have to get to that later. So today's element is water, and just as last time, we're going to look at the original article where I got the first video's scripting from. We're going to look at an article about the element itself, and we're going to look at the astrological houses that water represents. So let's look at that, shall we? So for the first article, it says water is the element of emotion and the unconscious as opposed to the conscious intellectualism of air. Water is one of 2 elements that have a physical existence that can interact with all of the other physical senses. Water is still considered less material and thus superior to Earth because it possesses more motion and activity than Earth. So then it goes through its qualities, which are cold and moist. It's feminine, passive gender. Apparently, its elemental is an undine, or a water-based nymph. Now I know where Undine gets her name. This one's spelled Undines, though, so it's a little bit different. So its golden dawn direction is west, and its golden dawn color is blue, which is appropriate because most of this painting is blue. Its magical tool is the cup, which makes sense because the cup can hold water. Its planets are Moon and Venus. The moon is not a planet. The moon is the moon. Whatever. Its zodiac signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Its season is fall, and its time of day is sunset. Ooh, that's fancy. I might have to do even more paintings, but, we're not going to talk about that right now. So we can move on to the next article now. Now, this one I think is a little bit longer than the one that we had for Earth the other day. And it's again from astrology.com. I think that the 12 houses is also... No, the 12 houses is from astrostyle.com. Yeah. Anyways, we'll go back to the water article. So this one's from astrology.com. It says the element of water is associated with the signs Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, and it also rules the 4th, 8th, and 12th houses. So every 4. Got you. Good to know. Watery descriptions are well suited to this element. Fluid, flowing, wavering. These terms can easily apply to an individual's emotions, the realm where water most powerfully exerts its influence. Water signs are intuitive and sensitive, and they feel more intensely than the rest. They are emotional and nurturing, and like a river, they run deep. How things feel is what matters to these folks, and they base their actions on sense rather than logic or intellect. Water is also about compassion and understanding. Since the receptive talents of these individuals are remarkably high, water sign people can take in the feelings of others, process them, and put forth a plan or solution that will be conscientious to all. Those graced by water love to take their sense of the world and translate it into the artistic. They desire aesthetic beauty, and for everyone to be happy as a result of that beauty. Much like still water can become stagnant, however, an inactive water sign person is not at their best. Water signs feel most fulfilled when they are helping others, and they do so in an enchanting, considerate, and even romantic way. The flip side of this dreamy water world is the tendency of these individuals to brood. Water signs are susceptible to mood swings, and at their worst, they can become self-indulgent, controlling, and hostage to a fantasy world. This also brings up the ability of these folks to see things more clearly than others. Call it psychic, if you will. Water signs are emotional, empathetic, receptive, and feel things deeply, alternately calm like the sea or possessing force of a torrential rain. The emotions brought forth by this element are peaceful, not peaceful, plentiful indeed. Obviously, I cannot read. But now we'll have to go look at their houses. So their houses are every 4. This is messing up. Good to know. So first we'll look at their chart. If I can read this, let me make it a little bigger. Maybe there. Yeah, that fixes some. No, it didn't. Let me reload it. I'm sorry, we're having technical difficulties. Oh no. There's an X I have to press. You working now? Good, I think it's working. So first we'll look at their little chart. So the first one is the 4th one, which says home, roots, family, self-care, emotions, foundations, mother, children, women, and femininity. So apparently our water signs are feminine indeed. The 8th one is merging, sex, intimacy, shared finances, inheritances, taxes, loans, assets, property, joint ventures / goals, mystery, partners, resources. Good to know, good to know. We've got some very lovable signs here. They sound like they're good at keeping their shit together. And 12, endings, healing, closure, spirituality, solitude, karma, old age, afterlife, what's hidden, limiting beliefs, and subconscious. So I guess there are a lot of hidden things going on here with this mystery and subconscious. So let's scroll down. They give you some little articles about some of the things that are going on. So the 4th house, it says, the Cancer-ruled 4th house sits at the very bottom of the zodiac wheel, and thus rules the foundation of all things. This includes your home, privacy, your basic security, your parents, particularly your mother, children, your own mothering abilities, nurturing, and TLC. I don't know what TLC means. I don't know what is, I need to look this up, because, I don't know what that is. TLC. That's not, what does TLC mean? Tell me, tender loving care. I know I've looked this up before. Alright, so the 8th house now. My ignorance has been cured. The 8th house is a mysterious sector that rules birth, death, sex, transformation, mysteries, merged energies, and bonding at the deepest level. The 8th house also rules other people's property and money, real estate, inheritances, investments, etc., ruled by Scorpio. It's good to know, good to know. And the 12th house, here at the bottom of our list, the zodiac completes with the 12th house, the 12th and final house, if I could read, which rules endings. This house covers the final stages of a project, tying up loose ends, completions, the afterlife, old age, and surrender. It's also associated with separation from society, institution, hospitals, jails, hidden agendas, and secret enemies, and it rules the imagination, creativity, arts, films, dance, poetry, journals, and the subconscious mind. This house is ruled by Pisces, which is good to know because my best friend's, Cardinal? I think it's Cardinal. His Cardinal sign is Pisces, and he certainly acts a lot like they describe a Pisces here. His actual sign is Aries, which I've always found very interesting, because your Aries peeps are supposed to be very angry all the time, you know, so on and so forth. But that was our water sign. Well, not signs, and the painting for the element of water, you know, things. That was water. I thank you for tuning in. I actually got a new subscriber today, and I was very excited because I noticed I had a new subscriber, and I was like, whoa, there's a new person? Oh my goodness. So shout out to Circus Baby, who has subscribed to me 45 minutes ago as of recording this. I'm super glad to have you here on my little channel. Every little bit helps, man. I'll be honest, I'm trying to make a living, but you know, I'm always down for friends. Thanks. So thanks for watching. I have links to all of my social media down in the description, whether I use them or not. You can DM me on Instagram or Twitter for commission prices, which are also up on my DeviantArt page. And yeah, I just got a bunch of stuff. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!